Okay, so when I crashed OBS earlier, I forgot to restart streaming. Whoops. Just been talking to myself this whole time. Not too much was missed. I flew over to the ancient ruins and discovered that my training montage in the catacombs has paid off. And I'm doing much better this time around. Things definitely hurt here. The zombie dragons in particular can be real nasty customers, but it's all pretty manageable, all things considered. I think if I get a good round in, I can actually win without too much damage. Yeah, it's usually a little bit over a turn of attacks to get the job done. Seems fine. 800 gil is not the most, but still pretty good. Oops. Classic cure misfires. Because of the zombie dragons, though, I do feel like I need to stay pretty healthy. Or I risk just getting mauled by one of them. Yeah, Pyralis feels like it's pretty deal-withable, though. I think it's got like a flame breath that it's just elected not to use for some time. Which I'm okay with. Just random physical attacks seem like they do respectable but not amazing damage. Capitalism at work. Some kind of gigantic ship theme. Diamond King. I think I already have most of this, right? I guess not for him, but yeah. Diamond armor. I guess he can't use diamond stuff, so it doesn't matter. I don't have a diamond bracelet. I do. I don't remember if it's better or worse than the rune stuff, though. So 34? Oh, marginally. But those margins are what we play for. Oh, they just sell blood swords in here. That's pretty sick. I don't know what the difference between all these are. What do I have right now? A defender and a king. So let me look really quick at these stats since they don't tell me anything. Because this guy does not have stats in it. That's a bit annoying. Well, the world may never know. I guess I can see if the defender is stronger, weaken the king sword. Oops, I need to remove everything. Yes, it's also worth saying. So it's 40 with the diamond armor. 42 with reflect, okay. 48 with diamond gloves. So 28, and then the king gives me 35. Okay, the defenders are way stronger. Holy smokes, right? So this is gonna be like a big come up then. I guess I am curious what the ancient sword gives me. I guess I was supposed to have found one in a dungeon somewhere, but maybe I missed it. Oh yeah, we're in there. No thief weapons, unfortunately. And Orichalcon dagger was kind of the last gasp, it looks like. Drop a couple high potions. Why not? I feel like they could have been much more extortionate with the in-rates, given that it's in the middle of the dungeon, but glad they're not. I feel the power. I forgot the thief is betting. Bat misses against the zombie dragon. Orichalcon must be like low-key a dark weapon or something like that. I wonder if blood weapon does the same thing. The blood sword. Yeah, it's been fun playing through a lot of these old Final Fantasy games. I'd played Dawn of Souls for FF1, but I hadn't played any other ones, so it's been cool to go through and check them out. Although now, I guess they're doing the like pixel remakes, which because like for Final Fantasy 3 there has been a remake, but it's like a 3D remake. So I kind of wanted to check these games out as close to the original as I can in all these cases. So I'm curious how much they change for the pixel remake. What are these? Okay, they split. Aggressively. I don't think I have the AoE to deal with this, unfortunately. I guess we'll see how tough these things are to take out. I got lock-on attacks. That also makes me nervous. These things are like not fragile. I guess it's meant to be like they don't ambush you, so you get to actually get hits in. Oh, this is annoying. I guess they just split every turn. Whoa, and they can absolutely slap. What happened? I think that would have one-shot me from full. Oh, yeah, now they're like... I guess that's the searching attacks. So they can probably either try to split and it doesn't do anything, or what do you call it? They can do the lock-on and it does like a billion. Which means this looks like bad news. I guess I should have kept running. Oh yeah, because the thief actually is probably like good at running too. I'm guessing this is just gonna be another split soon. Oh yeah. Yeah, these might be manageable if they're in smaller quantities. Wait, is escape guaranteed? That would be hype. Ooh, the power of thief. Coming in clutch. Oh, there's no res down here though, so I guess I need to exit. They do have an inn, but they do not have a res site that I saw. Whoops, I need this one. I guess I should res people just in case I get them to fight on the way. Seems unlikely, but it's certainly possible. I guess I could have all cast the life because it's only gonna res at 1 HP, so what's the big deal? Guess since I'm going to get into, I can be pretty splashy with my heals. Plus things on the overworld just are not that threatening anymore. Well, at least we lived. That's was not guaranteed. Is the res in the same place as the inn? I don't think it is for some reason. I don't know why they did it that way, but I don't think they did. The res is somewhere over here, right? Oh, this is the bar. I always make this mistake, I think. This time... Oh yeah, and you can't go around the back of that house, even though it looks like you can. Do not be fooled. I guess I could have just... Oh yeah, I could have just used the life spell. And especially since I was just going to stay at an inn anyway, I would have gotten the MP back. Well, I'll remember for next time. Oh well. Just hop across town really quick to stay at an inn. Yeah, those splitting enemies seem like potentially extremely dangerous depending how their RNG goes. I guess that was the other thing, like not only did I get ambushed, but then also they were like, they all used split instead of like target acquisition or just attacking. So I guess they're a very RNG dependent enemy. As sometimes happens in JRPGs. Where an enemy will have a extremely effective attack, and you just gotta have to hope they don't use it. That they don't know how strong they are. Oh yeah, should be stealing from the dragon since apparently my weapon does no damage. I guess if I do find those enemies more and they end up being as equally as annoying, I can attempt to escape with my thief. I think part of the idea is also like when they split with the same HP as their original. So if they get to like split before you deal any damage to them, that's like the ultimate nightmare scenario. Because now you just have that many more completely full HP enemies to deal with. Whereas if you can put damage on the whole group of them before, then they'll be splitting into low-grade copies. Oh, the double defender really do be shining. Oh, this is annoying. No, I just have to remember. Oh yeah, I forgot. Speaking of things I need to remember, not to attack with my thief. I don't think there's anything even to steal here. Some crits. Some light critting. It's still kind of wild for me to think about, like, this is the first game in the series where they had the floating damage, like it popped up. All the before ones, it was like just a little text box at the bottom of the screen that told you how much you did. Obviously, like, you know, it takes some amount of memory and programming optimization, which isn't a guarantee back in the day, but I don't know. It's just such a, like a taken for granted thing, I feel like. It's underrated. And like, I don't know, that's one of the, I guess, the benefits of playing through the whole series is seeing when things like that emerged. And I mean, like, actually being, like, pleasantly surprised by them, you know, having it be like a bonus, where it's just like, wow, this is like, I can feel the development. I can see it evolving in real time. Oops. Maybe I should switch to a job that can do more. Since the thief is looking a little bit dead weight right now. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to when I get to some of the SNES games. I actually don't remember which one the first one was that came out on SNES. I think it might have been 4? But I'm not positive. I played 5 and 6 on the PlayStation like collection anyway, so it all kind of like comes out in the wash in my memory. I know 6 for sure was on the SNES, but I'm not sure about the rest. The first 3 are really interesting though, because they are like definitely all in the same engine. And they're just like improving on it incrementally, which is like really cool to see the different developments that can happen as that's going on. Like they keep a lot of sprites and stuff like that, where it's just like, oh yeah, this is just like either the same sprite or a very close variant. Like I think the black belt kung fu sprite is like really close. Okay, 4 was on the SNES. I thought so. I had no basis for thinking so, but it just felt right. So I'll be curious, because I imagine that means that they're gonna have made a new engine for that, so the differences that come up in that will be interesting to see. Although, like, in some ways, I think it's a simpler game, because you can't change jobs in that. That's like the Final Fantasy VI style, everybody just has a job that they are, kind of thing. And then weirdly they like went back to jobs for 5 and then never again in the main line. I gotta bank one of my level 3 slots for exit, just in case, TM. They called it 1? I know the like 6 and 3 thing that happened, but that's because 2 and 3 didn't come out in America originally. But I think FF1 actually did have an American release. But yeah, I know that 2 and 3 not coming out in America definitely screwed up a lot of numbering shenanigans. I guess the splitting enemies are just like a chance on the table, which is good. I do not have to deal with them regularly, which I can wholeheartedly endorse. Gotta get some treasure. Rune bell. Oh, the geomancy sucks down here. Oh yeah, that was what I was gonna do, was look at maybe getting a new job for my thief. Won't be good. I guess I can go back to being a black wizard. I don't think anything's particularly weak. Oh, my magic is like super scuffed at this point though, which is kind of unfortunate. It's very out of date. Is there anything else that would be particularly good? No. I might have enough gear to make a second knight, although it'd be like a really, really cruddy knight. Maybe I'll just be lazy and make another karateka. I don't have the gear, which is a little bit annoying, but yeah, I don't know. I guess the better question is probably what items do I have handy, and then can I make a class out of that? Oh, so I do have some geomancer gear. Not a really definitive set of anything. I guess I have the Kenpo too. Yeah, I'll probably just go martial arts here. Actually, no, I want to stay thief because if I find more of those splitting senzu guns, I should be able to run away. Yeah, 4 was 2 because 2 and 3 didn't get NA releases, at least for a long time. So that scuffed the naming, and then I guess eventually when what was it? When 7 came out, I guess that was when they were just like, screw it. Yeah, and I mean, I think a lot of the times, like, you know, you don't really think about those kinds of like longer term implications when you're releasing games. It was probably just like, well, you know, whatever comes out, we'll just sort of name it locally because, you know, what are the odds this becomes some kind of mass phenomenon that goes on for decades? Alright, we'll try a round of spreading some attacks, and then if the splitting gets too out of hand, we'll just bail. Splitting has begun to get out of hand. Yeah, it is officially out of hand. Let's get out of here. Oops. I don't know if escape is 100%. Oh, I guess maybe it is. That looked pretty guaranteed. I didn't know there's an easier version of FF4. Interesting. I wonder what they did specifically. I feel like there's a lot of ways you can make an RPG easier, and they have like very different effects on how it plays. This again. Actually, I'm just gonna be lazy and escape. I don't feel like rearranging my entire row just to deal with this. This is the ability that I've been granted by having a feud in my party. Just look at fights and be like, that looks like effort. I choose not to. Some high potions. Good stock going. It's interesting though that they released oops. It's probably not a good thing for my attacks, but it's a new weapon, maybe it's good. Oh wow, that's extremely bad, never mind. talk. Monks take so long, or it's just so weird that they keep giving you weapons. They're just like, hey, look, this might be good, and it just never is. Yeah, I will take deadweight thief in dragon zombie fights. I guess I could also just like unequip my Orichalcon dagger. I don't think I have another replacement handy, unfortunately. But I think I did steal something. I was so used to not being able to that I just mashed through it. Yeah, I thought there were some hard parts of FF4 particularly. I mean, I played through it on the DS like halfway, and I ended up getting like trapped on a double boss run where I was like, man, I just like don't want to have to deal with leveling for this. So I can definitely see. I mean, just like, and that's more of a like scenario difficulty thing, right? It's like, I guess you could like really nerf the bosses and make it more palatable to fight them both at once, or not both at once, but like back to back. But at the end of the day, it's just it's potentially a tough situation to be putting players in. But we'll see. I'm looking forward to playing through that one because, like I said, I've never actually gotten all the way through it. I only got like, I think probably about halfway through it, give or take. I didn't get to go to the moon. This is a bummer. Because going to different dimensions and stuff is one of my favorite things in games. Yeah, lower prices make sense. Gear's a pretty big deal in a lot of the early Final Fantasies, especially early on in the game. So you can get pretty got by that. I actually think that was one of the things that's pretty interesting about especially these early games where like you had this kind of like magic physical split, and like one of the sort of downsides of physical attackers is having to like keep up with gear quite as much. And you have it like to an extent with what do you call it? Spells, because you have to buy new spells and stuff. But I think it's much more manageable overall. And usually you can get away with like buying a new spell. Oh, the drain damages me now. It still shows up as green, so I was totally missing that. An extra good reason that I should not be attacking against these things. I might just bail next turn. Things keep going negatively. We shall see. Oh. Ow. Okay. Things appear to be going negatively. Oh, extremely negatively. What happened? I got marked defenseless for some reason. Oh, I think because I started to use escape. Interesting. Right, I'll use high potions to conserve a bit of magic here. Oh yeah, I should check out another dagger. Maybe I still have my old main gouge. I think I sold off the extras, unfortunately. I did. Yeah, it's so much worse than the Orichalcon dagger, too. Oh, I'll keep the Orichalcon for other stuff. Yeah, I didn't realize that spell ranks like extended this deep into the franchise. I thought it was like just a thing in FF1. I was like, oh, that's cool. Like, you know, they got spell ranks. It's like D&D, and then it's like it's still going deep into the franchise. Oh, first strike is clutch here. Extremely big. Yeah, it creates some interesting balance considerations, mostly because you can't, what do you call it? You can't restore mana in the field. There's no, like, ethers. I think there might be elixirs that are just, like, full restore everything. But there's no, like, lower granularity of, like, restore your level 1 slots or anything like that. Wait, is this better than what I have? No, it is what I have. Shop fodder. Yeah, I think 4 might also be when they switched over to mana. I'm not positive. I will have to find out later. Oh, I got a potion. That's underwhelming, but at least it's something. Those lives did eat into my Cure 3s a lot, unfortunately. Oh, yikes. That almost ended in disaster. Still could very easily end in disaster, to be fair. I guess I'm curious if there's a separate message for if I steal on empty. Oh, I will not find out yet. There's a lot of XP though. It's around the high potion train for quite some time here. No, I don't think we take these. I believe we run. Oh, hit first strike too. Maybe we could have done it. But I don't want to deal with it. It's just an awkward number for how much AoE is kind of weak in this game. Let's see if good geomancy. Escape really do be like that, huh? Wild. Are they only down here? Thief feeling pretty handy right now. Oh yeah. They have like weird little shortcuts like that. I like things like that where it's like, this isn't super consequential, but it's kind of cool. Especially for like, what the devil is this? Oh, more splitting enemies. Not about it. So I have like presumably a new stack of potions, right? Yeah. It's not exactly keeping these handy previously. guess I probably could switch back over to Wizard. I don't have any Wizard armor, unfortunately. And my spells are bad. Oh, all sorts of crazy new enemies down here. I feel like using haste because... Just because. Oh yeah, these are the ones that split on hit. I've heard the legends. So I guess I kind of need to like divide my attacks amongst them. Being out of healing magic is not the greatest. These things can hit surprisingly hard too. Maybe we gotta bail. I don't have any life left. I guess I've got Phoenix Downs, which I can use in the meantime. Whoa. Oh yeah, our defenses, because we're running. Oh, an escape can fail. Alright, it's just unlikely to fail, I guess. Well, that's good to know. But deeply unfortunate. Good to know. That pack doesn't mess around. Man, I'm like way back here now. It's nice that there's an inn midway through, but it's unfortunate that you can't save except in the overworld, so it's kind of like a honorary inn. Handy for getting spell ranks back, but not the best otherwise. I guess I should start taking these fights more. Probably the real takeaway, though, is that I should have run back to the inn after grabbing all the loot instead of trying to continue on. That was a bit greedy in hindsight, although I also didn't realize how much more dangerous the lower levels were going to be. I was like, alright, this all seems pretty manageable. I can run from some enemies and get out of here without too much trouble. Turns out, not the case. I guess I could also go grab gear to make my thief more useful against dragon zombies. Yeah, rest up is really more the speed. You right. Which is still pretty handy, but different kind of gig. Yeah, do I have the... I do have the double defenders already, yeah? We are indeed in there. Yeah, we'll do the old school treasure run into progress run after this one. And dragon zombies seem much more common down here, so maybe a second class would be good. Escape has been pretty clutch though. Oops, I should have healed. What am I doing? Oh, because I'm also about to just bonk myself for a bunch. The autopilot. It is too strong. Speaking of, I would have lived if I hadn't attacked like a dummy. Oh well. Doing the extreme tilt plays now. Never punished. Oops. Cannot cure the dead. Actually, I have a lot of low-level slots now, so I can pad out a lot of my healing this way. I also go to the south rooms first. Get him out of the way. Oh yeah, speaking of D&D influences, this dungeon actually feels very like traditional D&D, and then it's like literally stronger monsters on the lower floors. So it kind of like ramps up difficulty in that way of like the really old kind of classic dungeon delves. It's like, oh, you've come down to the 5th basement. Now you have self-replicating enemies. Enjoy. I guess the strat against the ones that are split when you attack them normally is to just alpha strike them. So you have the martial artist has an ability to like store up power for a turn and then unleash it all at once. And I guess you just use that and go for the one-shots, as it does just a bajillion straight-up damage. Seems like a pretty reasonable approach, all things considered. So I'll try that next time. Yeah, right. This is the ultimate, like, this is the prevalent way to play this game, and now you must learn differently. I also don't remember if they split when you attack them with magic or not, so that could be another strat. Yeah, I don't mind difficult stuff like that as much, as long as it's like well communicated. I think this game is like a little bit, it just doesn't have the tools to sort of tell you what's going on quite enough. It's like you have to kind of intuit a lot of things, which can make it a little bit frustrating, but I think the overall idea of like having a variety of strategies is pretty cool, especially in a game like this where you have a lot of like flexibility in your approach thanks to jobs, so there's a lot of like room for adaptation kind of across the board, which is neat. I think we can fight 2 of these things. Getting to go first is a bit of an unfortunate turn. Yeah, it is definitely a much different philosophy and paradigm than what we'd probably be used to these days. I think that's part of what's kind of fun about playing a lot of these older games is you get to see some of the designs that are not necessarily as prevalent nowadays. design archaeology. Yeah, so they do split their current HP, which is really nice. So if you do get some like early damage down before the splitting begins, you can definitely make this more manageable. But it can be a little bit challenging. I think you do get credit for each one that you kill too, which is actually pretty nuts. You could potentially set up some wild farm if you got the sustain to get through it all. Oops, I wanted items. I need some high potions. I can push like one more room or so, and then I'll go sell a bunch of loot. Come back later. This is definitely a hard no from me though. It's a yikes from me, dog. Yeah, being defenseless while escaping is definitely a big drawback. You can get slapped pretty hard if you're not careful. Is there in here? No, okay. This is the last one, and then I'll exit. I don't remember where I can buy other thief weapons. I remember seeing a main gouge somewhere in a store, but that's kind of it. Give him the bonk. This thing's still alive. Holy smokes. It's got some unfortunate turns against it. Alright. I guess this level's pretty safe. We can probably just walk back to town in air quotes. Actually, no. Saving is valuable, because then I have to come back and grab all the stuff if I die again. Not that I would ever die, but just in case. This thing is too fast to navigate canyons with. It's a big first world problem. Will my next airship be even faster? That's the real question. But yeah, for the pixel remakes for this, I kind of hope that they keep basically the original mechanics as much as possible. Because I feel like if you want to play the updated mechanic versions, they're usually available. Like you can play the old 3D or like I guess now they'll be the old remakes, the 3D remakes. Or you can, you know, play like the Dawn of Souls version of 1, for example, if you really want that. But I think it's cool to see these kinds of like, you know, like we were talking about earlier, kind of different design paradigms that you wouldn't necessarily get as much these days. Dang, that sells for a grip. Very good. Claw seems pretty useless. We are suddenly loaded. That's pretty good. Let's see. the rest as spares, just in case. Also because that was so much money that now I'm like, yeah, I don't really need that much more. I know once I get this new airship, I'm going to be able to get to a place that sells a lot of updated spells. Oh, actually, yeah, speaking of spells. I should look into higher level black magic. I don't remember if this is the high level store or not. Okay, so I do have Ice 3 and Bolt 3. I guess I've got higher level magic than I give myself credit for. I'll check the other shop real quick. And maybe switch over to Black Wizard. It does leave us a little bit soft to some more annoying encounters, but... I guess I could make my Karateka Black Wizard instead. Or my Knight. Okay, yeah, so I do have the pretty much state-of-the-art spell-wise. Well, that's good to know. My Knight does so much damage now, though. And the Karateka is good for dealing with the splitting mobs. Yeah, I'll just keep taking heals with the Thief. I think in a dungeon this dangerous, escape is too valuable to pass up. Oops, where's my cave? Minor detour. I don't know if I actually remember to stay in an inn when I was in town. I think I did actually. So that's why I was close to the magic shop and stuff. So I could check those out if I needed to. Guess I can check my spell slots. I mean, I'll make it to the inn in here pretty quickly anyway. It's just dragons and junk up here. Just dragons. I remember when these things scared the bejesus out of me when I wandered in here early in the game when I just had the regular boat. Oh yeah, I definitely have my spells. Sweet. Oops. Keep talking to Un on accident. Not that I don't want to hear what she has to say. I actually like this party member system where you can just kind of like chat with them and figure out stuff. There's actually a time where it's pretty gameplay relevant too, where it's like you get locked into a room with somebody who actually like knows their way around the area and they can tell you about a secret wall panel to get you out of there. It's pretty cool. I kind of figured there would be a secret wall panel because that's like a thing that this game does on a couple different occasions, but it was nice to be able to like just have a direction to it immediately rather than having to worry about you know, guessing literally every wall panel and getting a bunch of random counters along the way. Alright, time to forget that we changed a rose. I guess big magic attacks are also probably pretty good against the splitting enemies. It's also really good against the multiple splitting enemies because I can use AoE to actually like put damage on a bunch of them at once so that their clones are weaker by a lot. If only there was AoE Geomancy down here, but there's only crummy single target. Oh, but I didn't get my gear for Black Mage. Whoops. A minor oversight. No, I need to sleep again. Let's see what my defense is like. Oh, that also reminded me about my Rose. All according to plan. How bad is my defense with just a rune? Pretty freaking bad. I guess how much better is it for my White Wizard? I mean, not that much better. Try it. Switch over all my magic though. Oh, actually, yeah, I can swap it over just like this. Oops. I want to check this way. Yeah. If you swap from a job without spell slots to one with spell slots, you start with empty spells. Which, I mean, makes sense, because otherwise you could do, like, some really cheesy stuff where you, like, swap back and forth between jobs or something like that. Or just use any in as, like, a bonus chance to refresh spells, even on classes you weren't planning to cast spells with. So, it makes sense, but it's a little bit annoying. Yeah, well, this I don't want to deal with. Not at all. I'm getting a first turn of splitting is extremely suboptimal, I would say. I wonder what's even good against these guys. Nice. It's got a little fire plume coming out of him. Big dagger crits. Ace does not look like the move. We shall continue to explore. Will not get the chance to explore. Dragon ambush. How does something this big sneak up on me, I wonder? It was just running too fast. Turn around a corner. Bam! Giant dragon. Dinosaur? It's unclear what's really going on here. Maybe level 2 magic just does kind of crummy damage. It's really a possibility. Maybe there is no right answer. Now, how's these low-level spells then? Contribute some DPS, but mostly sandbag. As is Black Mage tradition. Gotta hoard those spell slots. Take another one. These dragons are getting sneaky. Let's see what Ice 3 does, just for some experimentation. For fun. That's pretty respectable. I got 8 of them. Seems decent. want to give it a good shot. Oops. We're decently healthy for now. Let's try arrow just for a little bit of extra damage spread. Man, AoE damage is so weak in this game. Why? Wow, arrow did almost as much damage as that big of a spell. It's unfortunate. Man, a lot of these, they don't do that much damage, but they still manage to add up. It's gonna be very turn order dependent, I feel like. I wonder if surging is what it says when it fails to split, or if it is charging up some kind of like big nuke. That was a pretty tame round. I guess a lot of them tried to split and failed. Or something. White Mage AoE's been not too terrible though. And these things are beefy for just randomly being able to split themselves. I guess the AoE is also not doing like huge favors in any given direction. Try to get at them from both sides, it looks like. Okay, so they do seem to be whittled down a decent bit at this point. Maybe not. Better make all the money in the world off of this. Yeah, searching must be failed splits. Good to know. Definitely not doing any more of these fights though. A lesson has been learned. Especially because it's so hard to track which ones I've actually put damage on, so like trying to spread the damage in this fight efficiently is just such a nightmare. Getting one hits. I wonder if they actually count as being in the back row. I felt like I've been able to attack freely into the back row previously, but maybe I just haven't been paying that close attention to what I've been attacking. Man, this is rough. I was like, maybe I can whittle them all down in a timely fashion. Incorrect. They're beefy lads. I guess they just hit a critical mass where, like, you know, I can only usually kill about 2 of them per turn since I've got casters. So, they're just gonna keep replenishing ranks. I guess, yeah, the play then is just, like, slowly, like, rotate attacks through the entire roster. I guess, yeah, but even then, I kind of have to, like, wait for them to goodwill me. Oh, yeah, and then the ones in the back I'm having trouble getting to because it seems like I've got the back row mischance against them. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, this seems like probably a nightmare scenario. Let's get out of here. Nobody has run again. I went through a dungeon where I was mini and trying to run a lot, and I only had one character who actually had the red command, and it was like, this is exceedingly difficult to deal with. Yeah, it feels like you either one-shot those packs up front, or you do not fight them. Maybe there's a more advanced strat that I don't know, but right now it feels like that's the way. Yeah, now I know that escape has a weakness too, which is A, that doesn't work all the time, and then B, alright, let's test the theory. Get off the alpha strike. Can we make it happen? No, them not splitting up front is also a huge win. This is the young RNG fight. Alright. Only mildly nervous that that was going to spiral out of control. 240 XP! Oh my god, that was so not worth it. Oh, that was terrible. Can't believe it. Maybe you get money, but not XP. I definitely remember seeing like a fat money payout when I beat a bunch of the little worm things that split. Oh, these are the ones. God damn it. I had these two enemies reversed because of the way that the other one splits. I was like, oh, probably the worm enemy is the one that splits and I hit it. Extremely incorrect. And now, it's awful. You would think the enemy with the same model would have similar behavior. You would not be correct. Yeah, splitting them and then trying to run is such a nightmare, unfortunately. But it's the world that we have to live in right now. Oh, I did escape fail. That's big big gun fort. This is gonna be the run under again. It certainly looks like it. I wonder why escape doesn't work against these enemies. That's a big old bummer though. Well, hopefully next time I remember, it's the lizards that split on attack. There's just a lot of splitting enemies. It's weird that they introduce all of these at once, and they're not just like, there's no like easing you into it with earlier dungeons where like, hey, here's like one enemy that can split. It's just like, hey, here's 3 different enemies that can all multiply. You better learn how to deal with this fast. Oh yeah, I forgot about the dragon zombie. I just not fought any of them in that last run for some reason, so I was just like, forgot the ways of the dragon zombie battle. Oh yeah, and Operation AoE Magic was definitely a disappointment against the splitting enemies. I don't know why AoE does so little damage, but it do. So I guess I'll just stay on Black Belt for now. Single target spells seem like they did pretty reasonable damage. Not amazing, but you know, okay. And I think if you have a weakness that you can exploit, then they actually do like quite severe damage. But yeah, if you're just kind of YOLOing it, or trying to do AoE, you've come to the wrong place. No, I forgot to take a break. I guess I'll do that after this run and or clear. I'll do a 1 break night. The white mage kill. It's always so satisfying. The small damage, but just enough. Hell nah. I don't think defend actually negates defenseless, which is a bit unfortunate. Yeah, that's true. Maybe that's the real part of it. That's the dream. You're just like, ah, exactly as much damage as was needed. Perfect. Alright, I think we can potentially nip this one in the bud. We'll use arrow though for a little bit of additional early damage potentially. Oh yeah, first strike. We're living the dream out here. An arrow did disappointing damage. Maybe these things are just natively worth a lot of money, so I didn't get paid out more because I was fighting splitting enemies, so they just pay out a lot, period. Yeah, 1800. It's a pretty decent drop. Oh, their XP is really bad too. I don't know what it is with those enemies and just having real crap XP drops, but it definitely strongly disincentivizes me from actually fighting them. I was like, oh, maybe if I'm yeah, maybe if I'm getting a bunch of, or if I'm missing a bunch of XP by not fighting them, then that stings, but it does not look like that's the case. It looks like they are just obnoxious sons of guns. Oh, Dragoons would be good against the things that split when you get hit too. Wow, rude. Excuse. defenseless strikes again. Was a risk. I have a couple of Phoenix down. Yeah, they don't sell these in shops until like way late in the game though. I don't think I've even hit that point yet, but I think it eventually is a thing. But it is not for now. Oh, Thief looks kind of cool on the map. What is all these back attacks? Holy smokes. Yeah, escape doesn't work against... Maybe it's just one of these enemies that's blocking it? It's very strange. Oops, I guess I gotta move everybody to the front row first. And then fight this thing very carefully. Whoa, what just happened? Wait, these things also split when you attack them? God damn it. We do hate to see it. Alright, it turns out I was right. All along. That's extreme nightmare mode. Oh, build up, I forget, lowers your defense, I think. So that was what happened to me. I guess defend probably will not save me at this rate, so might as well just go ham. Oops. The nice things about these dividing on hit is at least you can, like, somewhat reasonably whittle them all down at one go. Since they can't just split forever. So there's at least an out more reasonably. Because once you get them all low, you can just start sweeping them. The knight coming in clutcher though. Oh, the back row protection, I always forget! Why is it a thing? Why is this allowed? Oh, we got through it anyway. Well, that's rather huge. Oh, that's also rather huge, unfortunately. This is gonna be a real pain in the ass to recover from, if it's even possible. I guess I can try to escape. I think it's pretty slim odds at this point, but I also think that staying and fighting is extremely slim odds. Looks pretty bad. This doesn't seem particularly winnable. I think I was on the right track though. Just got a little away from me. This seems brutal though. This encounter is just like, alright, so you can't run and you have to deal with these things by hitting them as hard as possible immediately. Rough. Rough stuff. Now that I know they both split though, that's a important piece of information to keep in my back pocket. Oh, I should definitely take a break though. It's been going on for a while. Alright, I'm back in like 5 to 10 minutes. Alright, let's run it back. Also, apparently the enemies that split when you attack them do actually not split if you hit them with magic, so that is a good thing to know. Maybe another argument for Black Mage being back on the menu once I get down to the second floor. Also, the nice things about the enemies that only split when you attack them is... what do you call it? You have agency over when they split, so you can do a lot of like nice tricks about how you attack them. So like even in the case of like, you know, them splitting and ending up protecting the ones in the back, you can still sort of like whittle your way through them much more easily, as opposed to just relying on RNG for the other ones to just not split. You're just like, well, hope this doesn't happen. Oh wait, I did want to stop at the end though because I want to change over to Black Mage. Oh yeah, but I still want the one shot. Ah, yeah, that's the real sticking point of the Karateka, is not having the potential for one-shotting them with build-up. But I guess if I just use high-level magic, then it won't matter, because I won't have to attack them. Yeah, I support this theory. Having the ability to swap all your magic between characters is honestly such like a low-key clutch quality of life thing in this game. There's a lot of missing pieces in terms of what do you call it? Excuse me. Oh, in terms of that stuff, like you can't, it doesn't like automatically de-equip your items when you're trying to change jobs, and it doesn't like re-equip any basic items when you do. So there's a lot of manual clicking around for that, but not having to do it for magic at least is pretty nice little buff. There's no wizard armor down here, right? Just diamond stuff. No wizard weapons either. Yeah. Dragoon, Viking, and Knight. The only weapons supported. I guess that's what all the armor is too. You got Dragoon armor. The diamond bracelet, I guess, technically. But I don't really need that. It's like a small difference compared to Rune, so it will not be making or breaking. Alright. Let us give it a shot. Once more into the breach. Having a thief immediately paying off. It's the only reason I did not make Roran back into a Black Mage was because I just really wanted to be able to spam escape. Double dragon zombie is a bit of an unfortunate encounter though. My thief being kind of handicapped. I guess I could probably just unequip the Orichalcon so that it can at least do something. Spamming steel is a blowout. Oops. I didn't see how much damage that fire 2 did. Undead are traditionally not pleased with fire. Respectable. Not like amazing damage, but not terrible. Let's go to use another arrow. Just to speed this one along a little bit since my damage is definitely suffering from having 2 casters. You can keep your 240 XP. I don't care. I do like that the, like, I don't know if it's the translation or what, but the fact that it says they called a friend when they split is just funny to me. It has like a very Earthbound feeling to it. Okay, I think that these are maybe also splitting enemies? Let me look. Yeah, split on physical attacks, it looks like. See if we can magic our way through this a bit. Black hole! Yeah, right. It's a different feel for sure. I actually haven't played any of them other games. I played like 2 hours of Earthbound, I think, but that'd be a fun series to visit at some point. I can use that black hole, honestly. Seems like pretty useful stuff. Oh, defend, really make it do. Wow, I can keep stealing from things. Alright, that's good to know. I was just doing it because I needed a non-damaging combat option, but apparently these things have deep pockets. Okay, so we can scoot through that way. Man, the XP is so bad! I'll see if I can escape from those ones next time. I just wanted to try out the theory of attacking with only magic. Let's see how it panned out. I think these might also... One of them is a splitter, but I don't remember which one. Let's see. This is Garb. Oh, and Cyranos. Wait, what? Is everything down here just split at all times? Yikers. Let's see if we can actually escape from these ones. Yeah. Unable to escape is unfortunate. Especially because using run, or using escape makes you defenseless, so yeah, you get this kind of situation. It's not great. Oops. Wow, that's smart. Oh, it just deletes them. Alright, that's good to know. Oops, dang it. Not what I wanted. No, maybe you're always defenseless when trying to run. Interesting if true. Dang it. And then the heal fails. That sucks so bad. Might be able to get a sneaky res off though. These things really hit though. Even just being in the back rows, not the protection it once was. I can try to high potion, but I don't know if it'll be enough if they end up getting attacked again. Kind of just praying that nothing goes after me. I guess high potions are pretty big, but let's see if fire is any good. So if we can hit a weakness, that'll be pretty clutch. Does not look like it. What is that? Just a random swing. At least I got the thing that can murder me out of the way. Now it's just a matter of, I guess, chipping this one down real slow. Oh, high potions. That's a pretty nice deal. Alright, well, got a little ugly, but did get there. Now we do some recovery. I don't know what it is with unescapable enemies, but it is pretty annoying. Oh, it strikes again. How many items actually that I can use on this thing? Does not look like it. I'm just straight up run out of slots here. Ice is doing decent at least. It's a weird inversion of the usual battle pattern where now it's the fighter backing up the black mage, just slowly chipping away. Yeah, I'm gonna run out of arrow before too long here. I guess I could try to like mini some of them too, or toad them. I'll laugh if they're like low-key ultra susceptible to status effects or something. Oh, all my status effects are on the same slot. That's a bummer. I was hoping, I was like, well, maybe if I've got like level 3 slots just hanging around doing nothing. Not so. Oh, they hit me before my defend went off. That stinks. Hey, we got there. Hey, but we wasted a bolt 3. Oops. These are gonna be some slow boats. RIP Final Arrowcast. We shall remember you. I'd love to see the knight just attracting all the attention though. That is extremely clutch. Maybe at this point I can actually start attacking. Some time. I'm definitely running out of magic juice, so I might as well. Wow, these things can just, out of nowhere, take you by surprise, huh? I was hoping that it would be low enough that I could just kill it in one, but evidently not. Yeah, what is happening? They just like decided to step it up all of a sudden. Like, wait, we could just attack for big numbers. It's slowly happening. Don't worry, we got a high potion. We're doing good. Oh my goodness. These are the most tedious fights imaginable. And now I'm basically out of magic, so the next one is going to be a big bummer. Oh, I think we made it though. I was literally at the boss. That one random encounter. Well, this thing is huge! Holy smokes! What the heck? Legit gigantic ship. So big, we literally need a tour of it. Look got vending machines? Let's go. Love our own built-in fat chocobo. That dungeon legit gave me flashbacks to the one of the Final Fantasy II dungeons though. Where it's just like there was one encounter in that dungeon that would just wipe me pretty reliably. And so it was like the entire dungeon was just trying to dodge that one scenario. Now that is how it felt. I guess I can go back to being a karate man's. Yeah, it was weird because the other encounters weren't that bad in that dungeon. It was just like you just had this one in like, you know, 15 or so chance every time a random encounter came up that your run was just over. Because running was really hard in that game. I mean, I guess it can be difficult in this game if you don't have a thief, but so it's like, well, you're just gonna get absolutely smashed by this encounter. Just a lot of anxiety, a lot of rolling of the dice. I guess it's like, I don't know, Black Wizard isn't bad. I don't know what I want to do with my classes. I don't know how close I am to the Earth Crystal either and getting the last, I guess not the fully last set of jobs, but a later on set of jobs. Wow, this is some pretty comprehensive shopping as well. I guess it doesn't have a lot of the class gear. It has Geomancer gear for some reason, but not other stuff. More scholar books. You know, yeah, a weird array of what do you call it? Oh, weapons too. Arrows, but no bow. A bard harp, extremely expensive bard harp with that, and a geomancer bell, and some random physical stuff. Still no thief weapons. Please, mercy. Ooh, some big stuff. Oh, Cure 4. Definitely buy that. Quake, we also definitely buy. I think Wall might be Reflect, but I don't remember. It might also just be Shell. Could see it going either way. I'm guessing this is like level 5 magic? Oops. Oh, this is level 7 magic. Holy smokes. I think the level 6 magic is in, by Dorga's house. In the Dorga's village. Take off. Oh, it's slow. Oh, and going over mountain mode is even slower. Wait. Does not appear to be going over mountains. You had one job. I wonder if I can only go over specially designated, okay to jump over mountains. Yeah, this seems way slower than the old airship. I wonder, wait, can I actually, is my old airship still out there? Can I, like, go back to it? Let's find out together. Yeah, I definitely expect to be able to traverse these mountains, and it does not appear to be the case. It looks like it's trying. Not quite able to get there. Oh yeah, the old airship is there. That's even a cute little sound effect. Yeah, look at this difference in scale though, holy smokes. I do like that you have like physical space on the airship to run around though. It reminds me a lot of the Final Fantasy that I noticed this the most in was 7, where you could like hang out on the deck of the High Wind. I always thought that was kind of a neat touch. Oh, this one probably also can't go underwater. So yes, this mountain traversal needs some additional investigation, though, that's for sure. Where should I end up even? Oh, by Goldor's place. It's not where I wish to be. Where is... Oh yeah, this is the continent that I'm looking for. Flying over mountains does not seem to be what I had expected. Should also save, considering how harrowing that dungeon was. Yeah, so out over the sea, I can like get a couple squares of movement. Oh, I wonder if it automatically doesn't let you do... Like, you only do get a couple squares of mountain hopping, and then it doesn't let you go farther than that. And so if you would try, it's just like, no. It does not work that way. Oh, and this isn't powerful enough to go to Dorga's house. That's a bummer. Interesting. I guess I gotta park the other airship out here. Although I guess I don't think I can get them both there, right? Because I'd need to be able to walk between the two places that I'd want to be able to park them both, I think. So that's a pretty significant limitation right there. Where's some mountains that I can hop is my question. Need to put this to the test. What kind of power have I attained? Because right now it looks like the answer is very little. It is a large airship, but it is a limited airship. Oh, I wonder if these are the kinds of mountains I can hop. What? I get air support? Yo, that's actually pretty sick. Okay, I need to get arrow 2 or whatever. Definitely a missing piece of my puzzle right now. These are also pretty old enemies, though, to be fair. And the cannon did a lot to soften them up. Are these weak to wind? Looks like it. Bonk. Flying random encounters return. Although I guess now they're much less consequential in that I have a ship. And also these are like the same flying encounters I encountered many levels ago when I was going to Dorga's house originally. So definitely not a lot of teeth to them. Aha! Yeah, we can just make little baby hops. We can't do diagonals, I guess. It's against the rules. It's like a weird puzzle. Where do I go? Even have a little dead end for you. There's like, oh, you think you have to go this way. You're incorrect. Oh, this thing's got really beat up by the cannon. I wonder what they use, if the cannon just is like basically flat damage, or if it scales at all. It's so wild still. It does make me wonder like what the fantasy is supposed to be here though, because it's like, I guess I'm not on the ship if I'm shooting it, but then it's like, how am I fighting these things in midair other than standing on my airship? It's raising a lot of questions, I gotta say. Suspension of disbelief is in serious peril, Square Enix. I hope I'm not shooting cannons at my own ship. That seems like not ideal. Yeah, exactly. Lure them onto the deck and then just shoot through my own ship. What could possibly go wrong? Maybe the ship's very tough. It doesn't mind. Cannons can't go through it. Yeah, this cave is going to be a pain to get to and from any other time that I want to explore it. I think there might be a town next to it. I hope there is. I definitely do not want to be like, well, I have to go heal. Having to navigate through a bunch of random encounters. I guess I could have AoE arrowed probably. Maybe save myself a little bit of struggle. No, these things are also just like weak as kittens. Oh wait, went up the wrong way. I got got. Gotta just free willy it over all these little individual mountains. Get bonked, RP. I guess I technically have basically unlimited magic while I'm on the boat, so I might as well smoke him if you got him, because definitely not going anywhere with a bed just hanging out, parked in my backseat. I guess, yeah, I guess to that point, not having access to a town isn't the biggest of deals, because I'm now flying a town, essentially. So, it's got that going on. The game appears to be of the same opinion, because they're just like, there's no town here for you. But if this ends up being somewhere I'm like also horribly disadvantaged, or like the enemies are really tough and I have to go grind somewhere else, it's gonna be an extremely unpleasant trip out. And I guess even if I just like get the thing that I want, I still have to deal with it on the way out. I get the Earth Fang, and then I'm like, alright, time to go to Dorga's house. Which I will need to pick up the little airship for. Because, yeah. Yeah, no, might as well rest now. Oh yeah, what's in the item shop too? It's the usual good stuff. I think otter heads are like escape ropes. I don't know why they're called otter heads. It's kind of weird, but I think that's what it is. I guess I can get like proper Black Wizard equipment from the Fat Chocobo, because I think I have a set. One cool thing that I don't remember being in other Final Fantasies is the ability to use items in the field. So, like for example, using the carrot to summon Fat Chocobo. That's pretty nifty. Okay, I can finally put the Orichalcum dagger back on. Yeah, oh, I guess I'll just go buy the Black Wizard robe. I thought I had it because I think I've got the White Wizard robe, but it's right at the top, waiting for me. Oh, it does give me 5 int. That's not bad. Also, just to confirm, I do have the white robe, right? Yes, okay. Well, I guess I just found it in some random dungeon and did not get the black robe for some reason. It is a mystery. I guess I might be better off turning the thief into a Karateka now, because I feel like I haven't gotten an upgrade in a long time. So my gear is starting to fall behind. Stealing also seems like it's a kind of underdeveloped system so far in this game. Alright, let's check out this cave. See what's what. I was definitely looking forward to being able to just like arbitrarily— whoa, what is this dude doing here? Oh no. The nightmare. They're back. So there is a— oh hey, it's actually the little enemies I was just fighting. I guess Quake is just big AoE damage. Interesting. I guess technically useful against big swarms of enemies. Oh, getting the first strike into build up is going to be pretty clutch, I guess. I like that they warn you about enemies splitting after you've caught them in a dungeon before. Extremely classic. Also, at least this one only appeared solo. That's a big relief. I forgot that I get bonus stats from having my gear on. In addition to, I guess, defense. I guess. Reluctantly acquired defense. I just do it for the attack, baby. Lamia Scale. Let's see. I think there's a— like I mentioned Fargabot, I think that's a town I need to go to actually to get Mystic Sword gear. Because I think that those let me fight splitting enemies without just getting dunked on. These are just rigorous enemies. They might actually be pretty... whatever. Yeah. Small potatoes. Alright, where is this Vargabod? Oh, I gotta go by Salonia. Southwest of Salonia. Well, we're gonna be making those jumps out. So definitely not going through another dungeon of splitting enemies if I can avoid it. Cannons away. XP is actually still surprisingly decent for how easy these enemies are, so I guess there's a silver lining to having to slow boat my way out of here. So I can get into into encounters midair. I, for some reason, imagined that would get like blocked out somehow. Alright, these things absorb air, despite what their name might lead you to believe. Unless the Geomancy up here is ice-based, but that seems unlikely to me. Looks pretty windy to me. Dang, that seems pretty good. Or maybe that's my my new weapon in the face of splitting enemies. Actually good AoE. The Mad Lad. Can I jump from here? Let's try it. Save myself a jump. I guess I could just switch to another physical job though, honestly. And then probably be able to just one-tap all these things. Not have to worry about it. Probably just go more karate because that makes my life easy. Oh, I can't make that jump. Ooh. I can kind of see the misalignment there, but it is small and technical looking. I know Kung Fu! Oops. I just forget that B puts me back in the cockpit here. Yeah, this seems like way too long of an obstacle course for the gimmick that it is. I feel like they could have made their point with like 3 or 4 iterations, and they were like, no, listen. We're really gonna make you learn how to use this airship. This is important. And it's like, is it though? I guess that's kind of the same way that I felt about the mini dungeon. It was like kind of cool where it's like, hey, here's a dungeon where you have to turn mini and you can't attack, but you can still use magic. And you take a bunch of extra damage. It's like, alright, that's a neat idea. Yeah, I get it. I'm small, I'm defenseless. I gotta change my habits. But it went a little bit over its outstayed its welcome, I guess I would say. But I like that they're willing to, you know, sort of put forth yeah, exactly. This is like a mini dungeon. The dungeon before the dungeon. I mean, that was also probably the case of with the mini stuff. They were just like, look, we put a bunch of work into A, being able to even make you become mini and have like special status effects because of it, and then B, you know, doing these new sprites and other things. So like, we're gonna get our mileage out of it. Damn it! You're gonna do at least 2 dungeons with it. But then, yeah, later they did like learn from it, because they were like, there was a dungeon later on where you just had to like very briefly be mini. Wait, let's see. Oh yeah, there's a way up there. And that was like, okay, like they get it now. They had their fun, they got their mileage out of it, and now it is like firmly in kind of the territory of just using it for, you know, kind of gimmicks. I don't say gimmicks is like a bad thing. I think it's cool when it's like, hey, here's a situation where you can apply this like very niche spell, and then, you know, that's just kind of it. It's just like a key, or like a key item in a Zelda dungeon. You can just kind of use it and then be like, all right, I'm no longer needing to do this. I've proven that I know how to do it. I don't have anything else to show. Yeah, so we're gonna go back to Salonia. I'll probably wrap it up after I visit this town. But finally, I can use the M Knight class. I'm guessing it's meant to be like Mystic Knight, but I think is actually Samurai. They just don't say that it's a Samurai for reasons. Probably translation weirdness. Where is Salonia? So yeah, I think... Aha, yeah. Here's the way I need to go to the town. Oops. I like the job-themed towns, though. I think that's a cool idea, especially, I mean, for a game that jobs are like a big part of. But I've like visited the Bard town, and then I think this is just the Samurai town. The Dark Swords. Ooh, edgy. Teach me about the Dark Swords. Oh, they're all just like, even the Innkeeper is a Samurai. Can't get away from him. Naturally. Is this a bridge? No, it's like a stone pillar on that island. I don't know why this town features a stone pillar, but... I think Masamune was in FF1 too, and it slapped in that game. Fighters were already really strong, and then it was just like the end game, like, piece de resistance. The Mystic Knight. I guess that's what that is what it's short for. You got magic here? A word? Oh, like extremely old magic. What? Why? You want some level 3 spells? Oh yeah, I think Mystic Knights can actually use magic. That's why. Makes a lot more sense now. Makes a lot more sense. Yeah, the Dark Sword for the Mystic Knights. I gotcha. They have their own special armor too, because like that is one kind of annoying thing. Is like all the classes really like having their own little special armor, which can get a little bit tedious to keep track of, especially because it's like you need to carry the armor on you to do the job, kind of thing. So what items are just randomly? When did my inventory get full? Oh, I guess taking all my stuff off for changing over to Monk put a big dent in my inventory. Oops. I wanted to equip it. Yeah. That is a very strange thing to be what they call ninja, but alright. Let's go. Wait, I thought I could fight a dude for a bonus sword here. Is that not true? I wonder if I have to like sneak through the woods. Ooh, cave behind the waterfall? We love to see it. I need to go turn in a bunch of stuff to Fat Chocobo, I guess. I'll be back, old man. I want your swords. Having a portable Fat Chocobo is an amazing development, though, I must say. All for it. On-demand Fat Chocobo, extremely strong. I guess I can probably sell the Kenpo, because I don't need that anymore. I don't think I'll go back to Thief anytime soon. What else? Can't actually ditch the things, unfortunately. I guess I can put the midget right away. It's like a way to view the map around you, but not usually super useful. I do like the little slide sound when you go down the ladder, like you're sliding down it. Very good. It's very good. And this samurai gear is not cheap, though. Wait. I missed my turn. Sneak behind the waterfall. Should press save. I think this is actually a fight. Feel confident. Kiku. Good to know. That kind of hurts. Big hasty attacks. I can replace my knight with a Mystic Knight pretty safely. Yeah. It is kind of troll that they give you the Mystic Knight so much earlier than they give you any gear for it. Like, imagine paying a bunch of, what do you call it? Capacity, and then it's just like, oh yeah, this class doesn't do anything. It won't for many hours. There's no real way to know that. It's just sort of a thing that they're like, just, yeah. Don't worry about it. Oh, can I guess I don't have any secondary equipment. My defense is a little bit lackluster. You wear diamond helmet? Does not look like it. Yeah, exactly. Just figure it out. I don't know if this game had a manual in Japanese. Obviously, I'm playing it on like an English translation, so the FF1 manual though was like actually really surprisingly comprehensive and helpful. So I wonder if this is like similarly a lot of the knowledge that you kind of need for this game is like in the manual, since they don't want to use necessarily like space within the game to, you know, to provide documentation for that kind of stuff, that they can do it in paper, given, you know, space was precious on NES carts. I wonder what I look like on the field as a Dark Knight. No, I mean, just like these guys. Duh. It's pretty cool, though. Yeah, like, Final Fantasy 1 basically gives you, in its manual, a strategy guide for, like, the first half of the game. Like, they do eventually cut you loose, but there's a lot of time where they're just like, look, we're just gonna tell you where to go because we didn't really put it in the game, so don't worry about it too much. Alright, I'll fly back over to that cave, and then I'll probably tackle it properly next time around. Can I get out this way? Nope. Yeah, when it said you can fly over mountains with this thing initially, I was like, oh cool, like any mountains? No. Not the case. Oh well. The technology just isn't there. This isn't the right continent, is it? Maybe it is. Oh yeah, there's the statues that will indeed murder me on the spot. With no hesitation. Although speaking of room on the cartridge. What? The patience test dungeon? That's pretty next level. There's definitely some weird stuff in FF1. And actually, like, honestly, some of the weirdest stuff in that game happens after, what do you call it? After the guide, like, stops holding your hand. There's a sequence towards the end, like, getting to the last couple dungeons that's just, like, really kind of obscure. But yeah, they definitely, they built them different back in the day. No doubt about that. I guess I'll swap back over to Black Wizard once I get to the dungeon, so I can have a little bit better backup for my dungeoneering, or for my Mystic Knight. It's weird too that they made them into like Dark Knights, kind of. I guess they're just like, oh, you have to like embrace your darkness. And it's like, bro, I'm a samurai. How much darkness do I need to use a really sharp sword? Whoa, the Mystic Knight pop-off. Alright. Go off, King. We do be breaking 1,000 damage. I like that they let you see the cave long before you get to it. It's like, listen, you're going the right direction, but it's gonna be a second. I think it's not that long. Oops, I want to go back to the bridge. So I can become a black wizard again. Actually, put on the OG black wizard. Also because it'll be way cheaper in capacity. So I have so much skill and just swap magic. Oh yeah, speaking of magic though. I think I can use some amount of black and white magic for the Mystic Knight. Because that's part of what makes them so mystical. I have to give it to them as an item. Oh, maybe it's only white magic, actually. Maybe I got baited. I think it is only white magic. It's probably more useful in the long run, because they probably don't have that high of int. But... and it just means it's like sort of free cures that you get to hang on to indefinitely. So it helps pad your restoration budget. Your healing budget, rather. Alright. I think the Darkness Cave we will tackle next time. Yeah, thanks for rolling through, Cell. It's good to have you hanging out. It's always nice to have folks to talk to when streaming through the game. And yeah, next time.